Perfect. Okay, so my name is Joya. I create and design knitwear, textile, and fashion. And I will present you the project I did for the knitwear master in Polimoda. It was inspired by the emotions we shared through the COVID pandemic, the physical and virtual connection, and it is from different stories that connect to each other. The textile silhouette and colors were inspired by the garments I found, the people I saw, and my feelings and thoughts about the past, present, and future. So it started when I went to Cascina Market in Florence on the way to Polimoda, and I saw this market bag that since the 60s in China, people took it to take things from place to another. And I felt connected to that because I moved between countries in the last years. So this was the start point of my project and the palette of the colors I used for the first look. I use different materials and, for example, like this jacket, shirt, and bra, and different secondhand clothes to develop the first look, the garment. So I started to drape on the mannequin and think about the textile and the garment I want to create. So as you can see, so I decided to take the pattern of the plastic bag and to translate it to the knitwear that I want to make, to the knit I want to create with the natural materials. So here, for example, you can see the pleats I did on the machine with the silk yarn that is very dry. You can feel it can feel a bit like the plastic bag, but it's a natural yarn. Here you can see some close-up of the knit I did for that look. So it was from manual knitting machine with the raffia that it was sponsored by Fratelli Reali. So for this look, as you can see, I used the same colors as the plastic bag. And here I decided I want to combine some of the plastic bag, which I used also for the prototype, but I wanted to use also for the final product, and to create it as a one piece from my knit and from the plastic bag. Clothes and textile are part of the things that connect us to each other and associate us with different groups. Here again, I took some of the market bag from the first look, and I started to develop the hat I wanted to create. And then I started the second look, which I changed some of the colors and add the orange. You can see some close-up on the jacquard I did on the manual machine, on the pleats on the manual machine too. And this look was more about the past. If before about the present. If before it was about the past. Now this look and the next look will be about the present, how I feel about the present. Here you can see some of the process I did on the manual knitting machine and how I connect the finishes to the garment. And also, I think the soft and the stiff fabric, the different shapes and colors, they represent the differences between us. So I took the different colors, I took the different materials, and as I see it, and I see the connections between us in the pandemic and how I felt in that moment, when I combine everything together, it looked for me as something that is complete. And here you can see the final look. The hat, it was from raffia and a stretch yarn, so you can change the shape of it. And here it was some of the process that I started to search what I want to do with the textile and with the printing that I use later. On the way to school, I always saw the laundry hanged outside the buildings. And I was curious about the people who hang the laundry, represented by the clothing items hang outside, like uniform hanging alongside lingerie. And then I took this building, I made it as a pattern. I use it as the jacquard knitting and the digital printing on the on silk, as you can see, and I combined it together to the final look that is jacquard knit from silk and the print digital on silk. Okay, so I don't have the time to explain, but I can just show you.